मान ले राजेश दे दे।
अच्छा चलो
Hello, am I audible? Please confirm.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, one and all present over here. Uh, Today, for second section, uh, I am very glad to introduce Dr. Niku Khalsa, sir. We have a very eminent personality. Let me introduce Dr. Niku Khalsa, sir. First, in brief, he has done his PhD in electronics engineering in 2015. He has done his ME in digital electronics in 2010, his MBA in human resources management in 2011, and BE in 2004. Presently, he is working as a Dean Training and Placement, PRMRTR Badnera, and he is also member of Board of Studies, Electronics and Engineering, Santa Gadgiyaba Amravati University. Talking about his achievement, he is one of the youngest PhD in electronics engineering from Santa Gadgiyaba Amravati University. He is first rank holder amongst all the branches of Master of Engineering. He is Ideal Teacher awarded by Lions Club in 2009. He is having his distinction in Maharashtra State Certification in Information and Technology. He has various professional memberships like life member of Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering, life member of Indian Society of Technical Education, and so on. Apart from this, uh, about his social responsibilities, he is General Secretary, Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha, Amravati Shahar Jilla. Is past President, Lions Club of Amravati Premium, past Secretary, JCI Amravati Nobel, Joint Secretary, Gurudwara Singh Saiba Rajapet Amravati, Director Amravati Cancer Foundation, Treasurer Sai Krida Mandal Amravati. And he has participated in various international and national conferences as he's having very strong research profile. Apart from this, I have seen him as a very dedicated person in training and development department. So with this word, I hand over to Dr. Niku Khalsa sir. Please guide us regarding placement.
Yeah, thank you very much, Yuvraj sir. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, please make me co-host so that I can share my PPT with you.
Yes, sir. Next. Done.
Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, very good afternoon to one and all. And I'm thankful to Department of Business Administration for inviting me in this orientation program, which mainly deals with the second year students and which is for or which is focused on campus placement. So let us start with this a smaller talk. I want this to be the interactive session because passive listening will not be helping in the process of placement. Dear friends, when we take admission in any institute, our main dream is having two documents in our hand when we pass out from any institute. First document is your degree. Another document is a offer letter from any reputed company. And as Department of Training and Placement, we try to realize this dream of yours by providing you enough opportunities so that you can grab these opportunities and fulfill your dreams. I will request all of you to please mute yourself so that there will be no disturbance. Yeah, thank you, sir. So I will be in short telling you about how we will be going towards this realization of your dream of having a multinational company. So let us focus on this particular talk today, and I will be taking you through the journey of what we do as training and placement department and what are your responsibilities so that mutually we will be working together to realize your dreams. So dear friends, at this moment you can see this ladder and you are on the first step, but you are slowly but steadily climbing towards your career path. You are on the verge of completing your degree, and once the degree is over, of course the expectations from your parents, expectation from yourself, expectation of the society towards yourself will be that because you have completed your degree, you have now that uh, ticket available with you so that you will fulfill the dream of your career. So as a department of training and placement, we are here to make the path smooth for you so that you can walk very easily and achieve the goals. Let us see how we will be doing that. So first of all, we will see the objective of our department. The objective of our department is to make you industry ready. There are certain requirements of the industry. There is a beautiful quote on which we usually try to work, and that is, the only constant thing in this world is change. The technology or the requirements of the society or the requirements of the industry is changing day by day, and of course we need to adapt to the changes and the requirements of the industry. The last year, the pandemic year, we have seen that there was a major change in the roles of the engineers, or in particular I can say managers, because the work from home culture has started, and you have seen that there is a major transformation in the requirement of the industry. So as a department of training and placement, we make you industry ready by keeping these changes in mind. Our team of dedicated our team of dedicated placement and training coordinators, they look forward to the requirements of the industry, and they suggest us that this kind of training is required so that our students will be placed in the industry. So what we do, we provide that kind of atmosphere, we provide that kind of sessions to you, we provide that kind of training to you, so that you will be industry ready and you will be accommodated in the companies which will be coming to the campus, or even the off campus drives also. So main aim of our department is to make you industry ready for any kind of opportunities that will come when you are eligible for that. Now, what is the placement concept? If somebody asks me what is the concept of placement, I will sum up it in one quote, and that quote is, always be smarter than the people who hire you. When you are appearing for any kind of interview, or if you are appearing for any kind of drive, remember, you need to prove that you are smarter than the person who is taking your interview. And if you are able to do that, that will of course guarantee your placement in that company. So what we need to do is, we need to make ourselves more smarter, more techno friendly, more having more skills, and of course that will carry a meaning to your resume. you know Nowadays what happens, because of the policy of Amravati University, all of the students are at one level. Everybody has scored maximum, so that the competition is now more, because percentage is not the criteria now. Everybody has scored 10 pointer in their examinations. So now how the company will differentiate between people? They will differentiate between people on the basis of the skill set that they have, the trainings that they have done, the certifications that they have. So all these things, or maybe in case of MBA, if I want to talk, what kind of experience you have, or are you doing some internship somewhere? So these kind of things will of course make you stand alone in the queue. Now, what is the meaning of placement? There are two types of placement usually that we talk about. One is on campus placement, and in on campus placement drives, the companies will visit the college and they will select. You are the final year students, so of course they will be selecting you people, and that selection is dependent on your ability of working hard, your ability of smart thinking, your ability of solving the problems, your ability of technical things, your ability of computers. Being MBA department, it doesn't mean that you are not aware of the computer things. Computer literacy is required, remember this. So minimum skill sets, you should know Excel, you should know the other tools, you should know the presentation tools, you should be in a condition to present your, because you will be working for, maybe let us say, marketing or maybe sales. So when you will be selling your product, you should market it well. If you are not marketing it, then it is very the chances are very less that your product will not be sold. So your presentation skills, your communication skills should be up, upright. For that purpose you need to work hard on your skills. The second kind of placement that we usually provide is off campus or pool campus placement. In off-campus placement drives, the recruitment is conducted at a common place, maybe our college or any other college, where the company comes and they ask the colleges in the region to participate. There the competition is high. You are not competing with the students of your institute only, you are competing with the students of other institutes. So the competition becomes high. So of course on campus placement is easier not to crack. And if I compare it with the pool campus or off campus drive, the competition is high, and then you need to prove yourself so that you will be selected. Now, there is another kind of placement term that has been coined in this pandemic, that is called as democratic placement. Now, what is the meaning of democratic placement? The companies want to hire the students from the remote places also, if the student is of that talent. So they are not only choosing the industries which are they are not only choosing the institutes which are reputed. One of the, like in our region, we are the reputed institutes which provide the MBA education, but still they want that talent also, which is there at the remote places. They don't want to miss the chance that that talent will be missed. So what they do, they give the link and the placement is open to all. Okay. And remember, this kind of placement is called as democratic placement, where the companies are open for recruitment to all. The institutes will not be restricted. So it is not a pool kind of recruitment. It is not the campus kind of recruitment, but this recruitment is pan India, I can say. Now the link for registration will be provided on the group. So there are certain groups that we have made. I guess you are part of training and placement Telegram group. I will be telling you the link of that. You need to follow that. And after that, you need to apply, and you need to follow the entire process. And once you follow the process, you will be getting selected. But sometimes what happens, because the links are available on different groups and you apply for the different companies, sometimes taking multiple offers is harmful, because it shows that you are not integral towards a company where you are selected. So of course, if you are getting a placement offer from any company, don't apply for the other company until and unless the package is high, or the profile is of maybe higher order. So remember this: if you are having if you are having an offer, don't go for the other offers until and unless you are getting higher packages or maybe the higher roles. Now there are certain tips for campus placement preparation. So let us go for that. First of all, you should know your stuff. Everybody has own properties, own character, own things. I will tell you one example. In this world, there are certain things that an individual can do and others can't. So you need to spot those stuffs which you are best at. So you should know what are your strengths and what are your weakness, and of course use those strengths to crack the placement drives. Okay, remember this. Second is aptitude tests. Of course you need to crack the aptitude test, because this is the first hurdle usually the companies have, and we provide enough training of that. Shortly we will be arranging the aptitude training for you people, and the other training, soft skills training also. So first hurdle in our journey is aptitude test, so we should be good at aptitude. Now why aptitude is necessary? Because aptitude, it is usually telling you about problem solving, so when you solve aptitude problems, your mindset of solving the problems, it opens. So people, when the company people come to the institute, they require the students who are good at problem solving. Then write and speak well. This is the essential thing for any MBA student nowadays. Remember this: your communication skill, your presentation skill, it should be upright. There is no other option for this. We can say that we are not from, let us say, English medium, or we are not good at communication skills because we have not practiced it. But now it is high time that you should start speaking and writing in English, that too without any grammatical mistakes. Because in further life that you will be having as a profession, as a professional, You will have to write the mails to your manager. You need to write to your customers. You need to understand the requirements of the customers. For that purpose, your communication skill should be upright. Now brush up your domain knowledge. Now, what is the meaning of that? Usually, when you are appearing for the interview, the questions that will be asked to you will be about your final year project. The questions will be about your final year project. Now, if you are doing certain project and if you are writing, like I am uh, having the project which deals with banking sector, so of course the question will be there on the banking sector. If you are doing your project on maybe mutual fund, there will be there will be questions on mutual fund. If you are doing certain projects maybe based on HR, so the questions will be regarding the training for maybe how the trainings are conducted for the employees in the company and all. So you should know these details. Okay, so of course focus on your project, because many a times the questions they are focused on the project that you are carrying. Then mock interviews. Of course, whenever the companies will come, there will be mock interview sessions from TNP department. There will be mock interview sessions from uh, our department also. So we will be giving you the practice. What kind of questions will be asked. So it depends on the companies and all, that these kind of questions will be asked. So of course, on the basis of that, we conduct the mock interviews and the GD sessions for our students. Then develop marketable skills. Now, if you know that in this pandemic situation, this skill is required, and if you are acquiring it through any training purpose or maybe through any certification, so that will act as an add-on thing in your resume. So, of course, always try to develop that marketable skills. The important marketable skills for any marketing engineer may be the convincing power. So, if you are good at convincing, of course, you will convince the customer to buy your product. Of course. So, for that purpose, you need to develop your marketing skills. Remember this. Then improve general knowledge. Many times our general knowledge is not, it's quite general. We are not focusing on what is happening in day to day life. We are not aware of the current affairs of our country, maybe our city, or maybe of the world. So as a student of MBA, you should be focusing on the economic things that are occurring in the country, as well as you need to focus on the different things related to maybe HR, or maybe sales, or maybe on the maybe related to the companies, because economic reforms are going on, and there are different policies which are being published by the government. So of course you should know you should have the knowledge of those things. Then stopping yourself. There are many things what we have a protecting we have made a protecting cover around us, and we don't want to go outside. Many times what happens that there is a job opening, and what we decide by ourselves is we are not capable for that, or not we are not eligible for that job, because that is not of our domain. But remember, if you are doing the things by exploring your talent, impossible is nothing. So remember this, stopping yourself, explore your talent, know your properties, and then you can apply and crack any kind of interviews. Now let us see how the placement process is for any company in general. So the first step is registration for the drive. So they provide us the educational qualification, that you should have the percentage of 10th like 60% above, 12 60% above, in degree 60% above, in graduation till in post graduation till now 60% above. So educational criteria for every company differs. Many companies, they usually want throughout 60%. Many companies, they don't go for any kind of criteria. So every time it is mentioned, remember this. Then pre-placement talk. After you registered for any company, there is a pre-placement talk taken by HR of that company, and they usually talk about the vision, mission of the company, what is the domain where this company is working, what will be your salary package, what will be your job role, what will be the location of your job. Everything will be mentioned in pre-placement talk. And of course, the pre-placement talk is very important because they give us the information and you need to take down the points from there because they are going to ask those questions in your HR interview. And still, if you are not, if you are, if the pre-placement talk is not there, still, if you are sitting for any company, there is a task that you should do which is called as homework, and that homework is you need to research about that company, like who is the CEO of that company, when that company was founded, then what is the domain where that company works, where are the locations of that company, and then what will be the job profile. Then you need to research about the drives taken by that company in other institutes, maybe at Pune or maybe at other institutes, so that you will get to know about what kind of what kind of competition you will be facing this year. Then group discussion. This is optional. Many companies they take group discussion as an elimination round because the candidates are quite high, so they want to eliminate the candidates to use group discussion. But many times the companies skip this step also. Then domain interview. Interviews will be taken on the basis of your field of interest. Like if you are going for your MBA in finance, so the questions will be on finance. Maybe it will be on marketing or HR, depending on the stream that you have chosen. And then there will be the interview, HR interview. And remember, the HR interview will be mostly focused on your resume, and it will be focused on your personal traits, like what are the hobbies, what are the interests. Then please don't copy your resume from others, because everybody has different interests. So you what students tend to do is they tend to copy a resume from Google and just change the name and percentage and just place it in front of the interviewer. Don't do that. Please create your resume by your own self, by judging yours, by analyzing the characteristics that you have. You should mention that. Otherwise, what will happen, they will be asking you, you will be writing that the hobby that I have is traveling, and then the interviewer will be asking you how many cities you have roamed, and you will say 5. So of course, a person who is having traveling as a hobby should visit, of course, more than 100 plus cities. That is what is expected. Okay. So remember this. Don't go for the things that will backfire or that will boomerang. Then HR interview, I have talked about this. Then offer letter, you will be getting an offer letter, so carefully read the offer letter and then accept it. It is clearly mentioned that if there is a bond or not, if you break the bond, what compensation you need to provide to the company, then what will be the job location, what will be the job profile, and everything you need to, of course, you need to read carefully and then accept the offer. Then post placement talk, usually it is usually done with the TNP department. They ask us when the students will be free for joining, when the examinations will be conducted, and other things. So this is usually done with the department, or it is usually done with the TNP TPO, and they get to know about the verification, whether the information provided by you during the drive is correct or not. Then document verification. It is everything is related to the TPO, the verification process. It is usually done in post placement. Now let us talk about. We have talked about general in general what is placement and then what is the process of placement. But what are the skills required if you want to uh, clear these placement drives? What are the skills required? So let us focus one by one on the skills that are required to crack any kind of campus interview. The first is confidence. You know, a person who is not confident cannot do anything in the life. I'm not talking about just the campus drive. I'm talking about anything in general. So of course, the first thing that you should have in yourself is confidence, and we want our students to be confident when they are facing any challenge, right? So the first trait, that is confidence, and no one can build confidence in yourself. You are the anchor of your confidence. So remember this. You should be confident while doing any kind of task in your final year now. Second is your attitude. You know, you should have positive attitude. If you are negative, then you will be facing hurdles everywhere, because your attitude is kind of negative. If I am sitting for any drive, my attitude should be I will be clearing that. So for that purpose, whatever is required, I will do that. So my frame of mind should always be positive. Then humility. You cannot be offensive in any stage of the drive. You need to be calm. You need to be humiliative with any person who is talking to you from the company. You cannot write mail them, or I have seen certain mails which were written by our students to the HR that your drive was scheduled at 10 o'clock, but at 11 o'clock you have sent us the mail, sent us the link. So of course, these kind of mails you cannot write to the HR. You need to be very careful while talking to the higher officials of the company. Then inquisitiveness. Now, what is the meaning of this? Any company now require a all-rounder. They want a candidate which is which who has the bunch of all the qualities. Okay, they don't want a person who is jack of all trades but master of none, right? So they want the person to be a complete package of the qualities. They don't want to train the candidates now, they want ready-made product. So they want entire package kind of thing in a person. So of course we need to work on that. Then industry certifications or industry internships or maybe experience, because that certification will give the idea to the company person that you have experienced the professionalism of any company. You know the industry requirements. You have seen that particular thing as an intern or maybe during the certification. So this is very important. Then smart working. Gone are the days when hard working was considered as one of the important traits. Now you need to be smart. You know, everything is going smart. Our mobile phones are smart. We are working on smart tablets. We are working on laptops. And in this pandemic situation, I have told you that the job profiles have changed drastically. The process of recruitment has changed drastically. Now everything is virtual. So of course we need to be smart enough to handle these smart devices. Then team player, you should be a team player, and that is what they see in group discussion. In group discussion, if you are not considering your group members and only you are talking and you are offensively depressing the others, of course they will not be choosing you. Why? Because you are not a team player. For any company to grow, they want the candidate who is a team player, who will contribute individually as a team for the success of the company. Then consistency. You know, Sachin Tendulkar, why Sachin Tendulkar is greatest of the player? Because he has consistently, he has performed well. Sachin Tendulkar, if we say that he is a great player, why? Because he has hit so many centuries. But if we say we are good student and we are good student, if we are saying that, that is proclamation. We need to prove it consistently by the results. Remember this. So you need to be consistent in everything. Then interpersonal and communication skill, it is the most important ingredient a candidate should have now, if he or she wants to succeed in any campus interviews. You know, to get success in any kind of role in particular in any company, your interpersonal and communication skill is treated as the most important trait. Remember this. Then you should be a quick learner. You know, if you fail at something, you should be a quick learner to understand why I have failed. The analysis of failure is very important rather than the happiness of success. Okay, so if you fail in any company, learn quickly from that what went wrong, and then fill that lacuna and go ahead. Then leadership, of course, the leadership skills should be there in you, but that leadership skill will of course depend on how fast you learn, how you lead, how you set the objectives, how you set mission and vision for yourself. Then integrity. As I have told you, there are students who crack many company interviews and join different companies. And while joining the companies, they see that the job profile is good or maybe the package is good, and they leave the other companies where they were selected. So of course that creates the problem for their integrity. Remember this. then your resume. It is the most important thing, your resume. Now remember this, your resume is very, very important. The resume is the first document that goes to the interviewer, which is the reflection of yourself. So whatever you write in your resume, it reflects what qualities you have. I guess tomorrow we will have the session on how to build your resume, and please attend it carefully. And you all need to be ready with your resume, because the company will soon be visiting the campus for your batch. Now, computer literacy, as I have told, being student of MBA, many times we think that the computer literacy is not required. But nowadays we need to make presentations. We need to work on Excel for exploring the data, or maybe for analyzing the data. So computer literacy, at least in MS Office, is required. So please work on it. Now, are you dreaming big? Of course, when you have taken admission to the reputed institute like Professor Ram Meghe Institute of Technology and Research, you are dreaming big for yourself. And of course, we are here to realize your dreams. So, are you ready? So, you should be ready technically. Means you should learn your subjects well. You should work on your soft skills. And lastly, you should work on your communication skills. These are the three domains which are most important if you want to crack any kind of interviews. Remember this. So you should be technically sound, your soft skills should be upright, your communication skills should be good. So if you are good at these three positions, no one can stop you from getting selected. Remember this. Now, for that purpose, we provide you training. Now in third semester, you will be provided with the training of basic to advanced aptitude, because aptitude is the first hurdle that we need to cross. This training will be soon, I will be talking to Ashish sir, and we will be soon be arranging this aptitude training and the soft skill training for you people, so that it will be helpful in the campus recruitment process. In-house training by the department, I know Ashish sir and Yuvraj sir, they provide many sessions of training in-house. So there will be in-house sessions. Then there will be sessions by TNP department regarding the different drives, regarding maybe the topics that are required for campus placement. So these kind of trainings will help you in succeeding the campus placements. Now remember, world is waiting for you, but you need to prove yourself. Right now you are at India. Maybe in future we want to see you in maybe Russia, maybe in North America, South America. We want to see you in China, Russia, in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and in Africa. So of course it is very easy. But what you need to do, see, I'm giving you certain placement statistics of our institute, and that will give you the idea how our students got selected. In 2018-19, we could place 503 students. In 1920, we were able to place 585 students. In 2021, in the year of pandemic, we managed to place 500 plus. Precisely, if I'm talking, it is 535 students that we could place with the highest package of 30 lakh rupees, the average package of 4.5 lakh rupees, and the least package of 1.44 lakh rupees. So these are the students who worked hard on their capabilities. They worked hard, they followed the process, and they got placed. You can also do that, and for that purpose you need to follow the entire process that I have told you. Now these are the recruiters. In general, I am talking about, it is not specific to your MBA. These are the recruiters who are constantly recruiting from our institute. No, a good thing about our institute is our institute has the prestigious standing of 38 years. We are the only institute in Amravati University to have NIRF ranking, which is published by Ministry of Human Resource Development. We have been ranked in the rank band of 200 to 250. We are the only institute in the Amravati University to have both the accreditations, that NAC and MBA. So of course these qualities, then if I talk about the experience, our average experience, if we consider for our faculty, it is more than 20 years. So of course all these things make us the number one institute in Amravati University. Now let us talk about MBA recruitments. So our recruiters for MBA specific are Tata Consultancy, then Infosys, then Just Dial, Byju's, DMart, Asian Paint, Networth, Dhoot Transmission, ISAF Small Bank, Infosys, BNY Mellon, Axis Bank, and of course, whenever the opportunities for internship or any bank or any sector related to MBA comes, of course, we share it on our Telegram group. So you need to be active on the Telegram group. If you have not joined it, I will give you the link. You can join that group. And of course, the opportunities are constantly shared on that group. Let us talk about the process now. Let us summarize the process. The process is very easy. You need to complete the training. You need to sharpen your soft skills. You need to sharpen your skill set and be ready for the campus drives. Then work on your lacuna. You need to analyze yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weakness? Work on your weaknesses. Then get employable. And once you get employable, then you get the dream job. No one can stop you from that. Now, this is the hierarchy of TNP department. I'm Dr. Niku Khalsa. I'm working as a Dean Training and Placement of Professor Ram Meghe Institute of Technology and Research. We have a wonderful team. One is training officer, Dr. Pranjali Deshmukh, and placement officer is from MBA department only, Professor Shrikant Deshmukh. Then we have training and placement coordinators per department. And from your department, both the portfolios are being handled by Yuvraj sir. So Yuvraj sir takes care of your training as well as the placement activities. So if you are facing any difficulties, you can contact Yuvraj sir or maybe Shrikant sir and Pranjali madam, or you can contact directly with me so that your problems regarding the placement or training will be solved in a minute. Now, what are the important contacts? Our email ID is tpo@mitra.ac.in, and the Telegram channel that I was constantly talking about is PRMITR TNP 2022 batch. So you can join this Telegram group and you will get to know about the different placement opportunities. We regularly share the placement opportunities on that group. You can go to that particular group and see the placement opportunities which are available for you people. Now I'm making this, okay, let us see this roadmap that you can follow. Third semester, you will be going for training and the different placement drives we'll be sharing on the group. Then in the fourth semester, you will be, of course, sitting for some placement drives and you will be getting a dream job. And what we expect from you people is after certain years, maybe 5-10 years, when you will be having a great position in the industry, you should come back to the institute. You should come back to your alma mater and give things back to your juniors, help your juniors to get a dream job. So this is what is the roadmap that we have made for you, and we want you to follow this roadmap and get a dream job. See, I'm showing this picture. These are the students who got selected in Accenture. Look at the smile on their faces, the satisfaction on their faces that they got what they wanted from the institute. And why I'm showing this picture to you is we want all of you to come in this frame next year. We want all of you to be part of this Hall of Fame so that we can show to your juniors that your seniors have done wonders in the education and they have realized their dreams. So this is the most important thing that we expect from you. So for that purpose, my advice will be stop stopping yourself, explore the opportunities that you have. Don't restrict yourself as per your domain. If you are getting a better job opportunity, but maybe for that purpose, if you want certain extra qualities, remember you need to explore that, you need to grab that opportunity, you need to sharpen your skill sets and be ready for the job opportunities. Now I'm making this forum open for questions. If you have any questions, we can take that questions. I will be happy to answer those questions for you. Thank you. Yes, Yuvraj sir. Any questions if the students have, I'm happy to answer those questions.
So students, if you have any questions, please ask. Unmute yourself and you can ask the question.
Having no question means two things. One is everything is clear, and the other thing is nothing is clear. So I
Hello, sir.
guess, yeah. Any question, please?
सर कम्युनिकेशन स्किल कैसे बढ़ाना?
Okay. When we say communication skill, we usually talk about the proficiency in English. So you can start reading the newspapers, or maybe in the pandemic situations, you are watching many web series, right? So watch the web series with English subtitles. That will improve your English. Try to talk in English as much as possible with your teachers, with your friends, and you will find that your English is getting improved. I will tell you one task that you can usually do for increasing the vocabulary. That is, take any 5 words from the dictionary. We have the apps now in our mobile dictionary apps. So take any 5 words randomly, write its meaning, and try to use it in the sentence. And write that particular word with its use in the sentence in your maybe you can make a diary, and daily you can have 5 words. So you are increasing your vocabulary by 5 words daily. So that can increase the vocabulary, and till you end this year, you will be ready with maybe more than 1,000 odd words that will help you in maybe in interviews or other things. There is a question in the chat. What is topics of aptitude test? So in aptitude test, there are verbal things, there are non-verbal things, there are questions on basic. See, the aptitude is basically dependent on the problem solving skills. So they will be giving you a maybe a small problem, and how you apply logic to solve that problem is what companies look forward to. Then which certifications we should do? See, certifications for you people, maybe experience certification in certain companies if after graduation you have done something, or if you have not done anything, then you can have the internship at least, so that those certificates will help you in your uh, campus placement drives. Yeah, any other questions? How to develop marketable skills? First of all, you need to analyze what are the skills which are required. Like uh, now I've told you that everything is going virtual. In this pandemic situation, many companies, they have come up with the products of online education. Now if you are working, I'm giving you an example. Let us say you are working as a sales executive of Byju's. Now you should have the convincing power to convince a parent to purchase that Byju's, because the cost of Byju's is around 75 to 80,000 for 5 years. So if the amount is more, your convincing power should be high, so that you can convince the customer to purchase your product. I'm giving you the example. There will be certain other things also. Your convincing power should be quite high. Your presentable skills should be quite good. Your English should be good. You should understand the requirements of the customer so that you can build any product for it, right? So these are the things that you need to develop. These are marketable skills which are in now. Which technical courses we should pursue except MS Office? If there any need of programming languages? If your background is technical, if you have done certain technical course, maybe BCA or maybe BSc in computer science, or maybe you have done BE, then the expectation is there from the company that you should know some programming language. But if you are from the background where the technical languages were not taught, of course there is no such expectation from the company that you should know the programming language. What extra courses or certifications can we do for the finance specialization? For finance specialization, if you can, of course, if you can handle the softwares related to the finance, and if you have the certifications of the financial softwares, that will be added advantage to your resume. Or maybe Tally, I can say. There are many softwares related to the accounting and all. As you mentioned, industry certification is necessary, but nowadays due to COVID-19, we are unable to find internship. There are virtual internships also. So we will be providing you the opportunities. You can go for the virtual internships also, and those internships will help you because industry requirements have changed, and in pandemic, the companies are happy to provide you the opportunities of work from home rather than work from office. How to face group discussion? I guess tomorrow we have the session for group discussion, or we will be taking a different separate session for group discussion. Don't worry about that. Yuvraj sir, tomorrow we have the session for resume preparation and interview, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So we can have the session of group
Interview.
discussion also.
Yes.
Yeah. So any other questions if you have, you can ask me, or we are always there to help you. So you can communicate with us through Yuvraj sir, or you can directly come to TNP department for any such kind of issues, or maybe the drives that we will be arranging in the future. Small private sector experience certificates are eligible for big firms. Yeah. It is any kind of work experience is okay for the big companies. You know, these kind of experiences, they are the reflective things of your experience. It suggests that you know the industrial things. You know, that is most important. You know, bookish knowledge and the practical knowledge is quite different. Whatever you will be learning in the institute, and when you will be applying it in the industry, you will find that there is a huge difference. Okay, sir, I guess there are no further questions, so we can sum up the session now.
Yes, sir. So thank you very much, sir, for guiding us. It was actually needed, the changes in the industry and what is exactly role of training and placement department. You have cleared everything. What is expectations of multinational companies, everything that is much needed. Thank you very much for this session, sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
for
Thank you
this
very much.
session. Thanks a lot.